Hey guys, Leila here for NERDSHOCK, and today we're back with Basil the Wanderer on his journey through Tyria. So last time we explored Divinity's Reach, and we actually discovered all waypoints and point of interests and vistas. And today we'll be wrapping up Queensdale. So yeah, I would like to try to discover everything here in this starter area. Because we really want to reach level 20 or 21-ish so that we can continue the second personal story chapter, Shadows of the Past. And this episode will become playable at level 20. So I mentioned a while back that if you've asked me like 12 years ago, what should I do? Should I do map completion? I would have said, yeah, go for it. And now I wouldn't really recommend it. I would just recommend doing everything of anything you would find interesting. And if map completion isn't something that you would like to do, don't feel pressured to do that. But for now, I always enjoy doing map completion, especially the starter areas. They're so fun and laid back. So that's what we're going to do today. And we'll try to hit level 21, or at least level 20. So to level up, I wanted to give Basil a bit of a bonus to get more experience and also to have kind of a smooth journey through the map. So we already changed his inventory bags. I got pillagers packs with those are 18 slots bags, so his inventory has filled up a bit more. And now I'm also going to swap out his regular harvesting sickles and harvesting tools with unbreakable ones. So that, regular ones have a limited amount of use. Let's see, let's go to equipment, and then the harvesting sickle, I can only use this one 19 times before it breaks. The logging axe, the copper logging axe, I can use 20 times, and the copper mining pick, I can only use 17 times. And also, these are basic gathering tools. So if we go to a higher level area, I will get like junk items because these are from like very simple tools. So one of the things, if you are looking into, well, hey, I have like an amount of gold, I can, maybe you can already exchange them to gems, or maybe you've still got some gems left from actually upgrading your game, or maybe you're looking into actually buying some gems so you can shop in the gem store. So one of the items that I definitely picked up first were these unbreakable gathering tools with unlimited use, because gathering items, you can just send them away to your material storage, and they also give experience. Some items are quite valuable, you find on your way, and then you can sell them later on. And some other items you can use because you are crafting something, or maybe even you want to hang on to those because you want to refine them for your homestead when you have the Gentile Wilds expansion. So let's swap them over by double clicking, and then they will equip immediately here. And also, let's try out a booster, an experience booster. This one grants the following benefits for 2 hours: 50% experience in all game types, so open world, but also PvP and world versus world. 50% reward track gain, in PvP and world versus world, and up to 100% bonus experience for kill streaks. So, it might not be very handy to use in a starter area because it's quite safe here. But for example, if you go into an expansion and you're expecting a lot of you have to slay a lot of enemies and stuff while you go into that area, and you need to unlock your mastery skills, or level up for your mastery skills, it's definitely worth using these experience boosters. But for now, we'll just use it for Basil so that he can maybe level up a little bit faster. We're level 10, and that means, well, we're level 15, but at level 10, we got our raptor. So let's use that to go through the world. Also, let's take a quick look at the map again, because when we first set foot into Shaymore, we already unlocked a couple of waypoints, did some hearts, of course, but we haven't explored the full map. So let's set a personal waypoint to kind of guide us to see where we can go next, because we currently don't really have an active quest lined up. For example, if we were level 20, maybe we were following the story, it would point to that story start, but now we're kind of free to go anywhere we want. So let's make it a little bit easier for us and set up a personal waypoint. So I'm going to set it here, and then let's try to get there and continue exploring Queensdale. The village of Shaymore is part of Queensdale, and well, Queensdale is the whole area, the starter area for if you pick a human as a character to play. So let's keep an eye out also for some events. Sometimes you're lucky and you get like all these events pop up everywhere, and sometimes it's really slow and it's like it's rather quiet. So fortunately we can always focus on a simple exploration. Let's go here. Of course, you can kind of like think, okay, well, I'm trying to level up, so I want to slay as many monsters as possible. Maybe switch these around actually. Or maybe you're in a hurry and you're thinking, nah, I just wanna focus on exploring the map. I don't really care about enemies at this point. And then you can, of course, always just run past and ignore them. But here's a hero point. So let's unlock that one. Okay. Green sludge slops over the edge of this jug. Its potent aroma fills your nostrils and makes you dizzy. Ooh. Let's drink it. Okay, nice. Our third slot skill will unlock at level 19. So we still have like some levels to go before we can get another skill. Okay, so here is our marker, and it's actually kind of set outside the boundaries of the map, but my main goal was to put it here so that I could, you know, find a hero point and also here the undiscovered vista. There's a hero point here as well that we haven't claimed yet, but here's also a huge part of the map that's still undiscovered. So let's see, we can always go back later this way. Now let's just put it back here and then go towards the area under. Okay. Again, I wouldn't recommend jumping off of here without a glider. Let's see. Grab some ore. Yes. You can always zoom in on the mini-map if you want to take a better look at the icons there. So these enemies are actually yellow, which means they won't attack you until you attack them. Some people enjoy killing those because I think they give a little bit more XP at a certain point. But to be very honest, I usually just skip those unless I need to kill them for a certain quest or something, because I feel well, I might not have that much pity for these worms, but I see sometimes people in the map going after like MOAs and things and trying to level up that way, but I don't know, it feels, for me personally, I feel that's a bit, you know, grindy, you know, just being stuck killing enemies that aren't really hostile in the first place. I think you should just focus. Oh wait, we have to go back to our personal waypoint. It just feels a bit grindy, you know, thinking you need to
Someone get over here and cover!
I accidentally hit my mastery skill here in the bottom left, scan for rifts. That's not necessary for now. But yeah, I just feel it's a bit too grindy, especially in this phase, you know, just moving to just explore the map, do events, and you know, there's a whole world out here. So don't worry about, you know, having to kill like basic animals in the map. That's kind of boring. Got it. Okay, so now we can actually move it. Well, I have some idea where we go next, so we don't really have to put another waypoint there. Jump. Wait a minute. I expected someone to be here, but it seems... Ah, here. So Ina Duran, she's a fisher and she needs these grubs. So yeah, now is a good moment to kill these grubs so we can give it to her. So she has bait for her to fish.
Advance. Strong.
I think this event is sometimes a bit tricky because especially when there are more players around, it actually goes really slow. And I always hope they, know what to do and that they need to, take the grub back to her. Or else it can take ages. Usually when you're alone and you're like pretty quick and you kill like 11 of these grub, you can actually complete it very fast. But now, they are not really respawning very fast, and it stalls kind of the event. But
Can I help you?
it's oh wow, thank you. So now let's just wait for all these grubs.
I need more
respawn.
grubs before I can fish.
I know.
Slay them and bring me their remains. Greetings. Well, I wouldn't say no to more
Great.
grubs, but I think I'm about ready.
So let's just wait for her to be done.
How do you do? The bait still glows and the fish don't know. Hoo-hoo!
Okay.
Advance.
Well, interestingly, when you complete the quest here for the grub, you actually talk to her at the little lake over there, and then she heads over to the cave to get some grub so she can fish. When that quest is completed, she will run back, but she doesn't have a quest marker anymore. But that doesn't mean there isn't a follow-up quest. Now that Ina has her grub, she'll use it, and then we can kind of catch a big fish for her. Let's go down. Oh, yes. Okay. Nice, and we've leveled up as well, so let's check our level up rewards. So we're now level 16 and we have access to the guild panel. Okay. Not much, but okay. Upcoming level rewards. So at the next level, level 17, we get +5 hero points. We can use rings at level 20. At level 20, the Personal Story Chapter 2 unlocks. That's our goal. And of course, level 21, Specializations. So, yes. So this is another thingy. Simple jump here. We won't be able to reach the vista. So you can go like, okay, I can use my bunny or my springer, my sky skill, and be really cool and fly over there. Or let's try the old-fashioned way. And that's like going via these boxes on the side. Jump. Jump a little again. And here we are. So at the top right corner, you already see an empty heart, and it says train with the militia. So there's another Renown Heart here. Oh, I think... Sorry, let's just go back and grab a little bit of copper. So we've been here before when we saved Quinn during the first chapter of the personal story, but now we can also do the Renown Heart. And I'm not really sure if it's something that actually is in the other starter areas, for example for the Char or the Norn or the Sylvari or the Sura, but
wouldn't want anyone getting hurt.
In this starter area, especially here around the township of Claypool, there are some activities that kind of help you with your with actually fighting in this game. So here we have to attack a sword drill sergeant, the sword drill sergeant, and if you look at her, she sometimes has her defense up, and if you attack her when she's kind of like, hey, I know what you guys are doing, you won't be able to do that. But as soon as she drops, her defense doesn't really get into focus again. You can actually hit her, or poke her in this case. So it's something, you know, it's just a very early simple thing about looking at an enemy and kind of trying to see what type of move they're doing. So let's try this a couple more times and then move on to the next training ground.
Take aim. You'll never block me.
Stay calm.
Okay, that's good training. Retire.
Hold.
Pick up a rifle and get in formation. Remember, don't release your shot until the order is given.
Hold.
Again.
Fire.
So in this case we practice with a rifle where we need
bad
to
at
press
all.
1 and keep
Let's
it
keep at
pressed.
Obey the
I'm
law
not sure
and
if
you
I've
have
seen
no
this
problems.
exact mechanic come back, but it's mainly about
aim.
probably also being aware of what to do
Fire.
and actually taking the correct action probably at the correct time.
bad at all.
For
keep at it.
example, if an enemy isn't very susceptible to damage or a certain type of damage, to not use a certain skill or hold it and not press it or
Hold. Fire.
Okay.
Not bad. Not bad at all. Let's keep at it. Take aim. Hold. Hold.
Okay.
Hold.
Show these whelps
Fire.
how it's done.
Pick up a rifle and get in formation. Remember,
Okay,
don't
let's
release
just do
your
it
shot
one more
until the
time
order
and
is
then
Let's keep at it.
move to the next training ground.
Take aim.
Okay.
Hold. Hold. Fire.
Okay, nice.
Not bad.
So let's retire and
Let's keep at it.
drop the gun.
Show these whelps
So this,
how it's done.
with Shield
up a
Drill
shield and
Sergeant,
get in
this is a
there.
good place to kind of feel, you know, train when you can activate a defense skill.
Good. That's how you block an attack. Again.
Remember, don't release your shot until the order is given.
I will just show what happens if I don't react on
You'll never
time.
block
He'll
like
hit
that.
me.
Try raising your shield just as I launch my attack.
Okay.
Big game.
Done. So these are just really small and super basic things. Later on you also need to kind of see the telegraphs. A lot of stuff happens on the floor.
That's how you block an attack.
But these are quite basic, you know, with just pressing the right
Show these
the
well
defense skill at the right time.
Pick up a shield
So
and
in
get
Divinity's Reach we also saw a lot of these crafting stations, and here there are also crafting stations in the open world map. So you can of course choose a crafting profession, but for now I will leave it here, because to be very honest, I only started crafting when I was already level 80 and really wanted to go for better weapons, and especially when it came to, you know, legendary weapons. So for now I'll just ignore crafting, but if you are in need to craft something, you can always find crafting stations here in the map as well, next to, of course, bigger cities. So we have completed the Renown Heart, and now there's a huge part of the map that's still undiscovered. So I'll again just kind of place a marker somewhere, a personal waypoint, to kind of guide me where I can go. At least a sort of general direction.
Never block me like that.
You train in the
Try
ring
raising your
or
shield
not at
just
all.
as I launch my attack.
Pick up a rifle and get
Let's move here.
Remember, don't release your shot until the order is given.
Let's go and jump off from here. Okay. So it says, help the Seraph protect Claypool from Centaurs. Okay, defeat Centaurs, destroy their holdings, and find ways to weaken their presence in the area. Ooh. Those aren't really Centaurs, but let's clean it up. And of course get XP at the same time. Grab this tree. This is already burning, so it's not really... There are some Centaurs.
Advance.
Centaur supplies.
Strong.
Okay. Oh, there are some supplies here as well. Yes. Let's see.
Strong.
These weapon racks, and up there are also some Centaurs. This one is already burning, so let's head over to the camp and see if there's anything we can do. So grab the raptor. So here it's kind of like no Centaurs, but a lot of Centaur weapon racks. You can I think here. in here there are usually also a lot of weapon racks, yes. Okay, so we completed the heart. Let's move towards our marker. Let's grab some wood. Grab some copper. While we're mining, let's see where we can go. Yeah, let's go up north after this. So even though we are already level 16, this area is actually, we're actually scaled down to level 12, which means, you know, it's not that we're like one-shotting everything here, and it makes it always a bit fun to still kind of explore or grab, you know, the harvesting nodes here in the starter area. Or maybe if you manage to have a friend come play with you, and that friend is, for example, just starting out, even if you are a higher level character, if you can still play together. So we're kind of killing Etins. Oh, cool! There's an event going on. Let's to the ancient, veteran rotting ancient oakheart. Poor thing. It's healed itself. Oh, cool. So while we were just fighting during this event, we also completed volume 1 of the adventure guide. As mentioned, you can use the adventure guide as a guideline if you are slightly lost or want some extra guidance on what to do. And yeah, so we have completed 14 objectives, but there are still extra objectives. So we can talk to 2 more scouts to complete this one and using emotes. Cool. We haven't done it yet.
I achieve things.
We've leveled up. Nice. So let's kind of stand somewhere slightly safer than where people are shooting oakhearts or rotting veteran oakhearts start to spawn. So let's take a look at the level up rewards. Okay, we're level 17, plus 5 hero points. We can use the wardrobe, so we can transmog, which means we can change the look of our weapons and armor and things. And are we getting access to the trading post? I've been showing you guys how to use the trading post in the last couple of videos, but it seems we've unlocked it now at level 17. But yes. So we can also select a reward. Let's see which one for shoulders. So we can use, for example, precision, toughness, or power. I would prefer to use the Mighty Worn Skill Pauldrons of Radasum. It gives us like a defense of 21, +5 power, and there's also a minor rune of Radasum. If we have 2 runes of Radasum, we get also the second edition, which is the first one. If you only have 1, it gives +10 precision, and the second is +4 poison duration. I don't really poison people as a guardian, I think, but yeah, I can use like the power and the precision. So let's select that, and oh wow, like that's the power of using boosters, right? We're already level 18 and we're still not even, you know, I haven't really touched upon a lot of stuff in the map yet. So I think I can, you know, stop focusing on killing all these trolls and things and just explore on the raptor a bit more. So now that we're level 18, we actually can use dice and Asura gates, and also, yeah, of course, the primary attributes go up. So we can unlock dice as well, or pick a die: pastel lemon die, rose ice die, or olive tint die. I've already unlocked all these 3, so yeah, we can just pick a random one. And the upcoming level rewards are at level 19, +6 hero points. We can use rings at 20, as mentioned before. The personal story chapter 2 unlocks at 20, and we finally get our first specialization at level 21, or at least access to our first specialization. So let's close it, and let's continue. Let's grab this waypoint first, and then yeah, you know, let's just go to the right and then up north again. We're currently at 54% map completion. Okay. So we can unlock this one, and then let's move here. It's a Godslost swamp. If I remember correctly, the Shadow Behemoth will be starting soon, which is a pretty cool event. It's the first world boss here in Queensdale, and it's also the first world boss you probably will encounter if you pick the human origin. So let's kind of hang around here and just focus on unlocking the points of interest, vistas, and kind of waypoints in between, and then join the world boss fight. So yeah, let's see if we can survive that one. So of course, because the game is now like 12 years old, specializations have been introduced. A lot of balance have been, you know, a lot of balance patches because have happened, and overall, players have become way stronger than, of course, when the game first came out. So they noticed that the original Shadow Behemoth, he died just way too quickly. And in a sense, sometimes if you are a more like experienced player and you need to do your dailies, before the Wizard's Vault, there were daily achievements you could do, and then you would get rewards for that. And you know, if killing the Shadow Behemoth was a thing, then, you know, it was nice if it was over in 10 minutes, because you could go on and complete your other dailies, and then, you know, move on with your day and have all other stuff, do everything else that you need to do. But of course, it's a bit underwhelming if you have that. Of course, it's so they've kind of beefed up the Shadow Behemoth, it's a little bit. It's become a little bit harder to defeat it, and it's not taking 10 minutes anymore.
All here and ready for your consumption.
I'm not really sure if I
Until next time.
like that it's become, you know, a bit more beefier than before. It feels a bit more like a damage sponge. It takes simply a longer time to kill it, but mechanic-wise, I don't know. But yeah, maybe I'm just still a bit salty, maybe that that we can't really kill it fast. But overall, you know, you can see it both ways. If this is truly your first world boss and it goes down in 10 minutes, you might go like, is this it? That wasn't really spectacular. So I truly hope they will do a world boss rush again. They did it a couple of years ago, and yeah, I've been waiting ever since because it's a lot of fun. Then you know, there's just a lot of people are doing world bosses, and you get extra rewards, and it's just a lot of fun to see so many players around a world boss. But just now we leveled up again, so before we start, you know, we join the fight for with the Shadow Behemoth. Let's take another look at the level rewards. Oh my, I think we're leveling up super fast. Maybe I shouldn't have done the like the booster, but okay. So we get the 6 hero points. We have another slot skill, which is really great. Again at level 20, the rings, personal story chapter 2, as specializations at 21, and we get more hero points as well, which is great. So now we check our build, and let's see. Oh, wait, we go to training. And now I would like to unlock the Sword of Justice. It's a spirit weapon, and will the Sword of Justice to appear beside your enemy and attack nearby foes. Always handy. So currently I don't really have to spend more points, because at 21 we will be able to unlock one specialization, and I really want to kind of save my points for that, because I don't really have more slot skills to unlock, and these are actually usually the ones that I like to use the most. So let's see if I have, like, yeah. And oh, we still have a couple of minutes before the Shadow Behemoth event starts, so let's go and go to the Temple of Ages here, the Hero Challenge, and commune. Oh, of course, we need to equip the skill here as well. So I'm currently kind of holding off on doing events here in the swamp, and the reason for that is doing the meta boss here will give us a lot of progress with the heart. As you can see, there's already a commander here using the white catmander tag. That's a commander tag with little cat ears, and usually that's a good sign that there are people here to do the world boss event. So let's stay here. So a world boss event usually has a pre-event, which means events before the main event, and usually those need to be done as well. And sometimes when you see a commander standing here, it's kind of misleading, because without the pre-events, the main event will not happen. So it's always even though it might be a bit sad, of course you can roll into it. If it's your first time, don't worry about, you can always just follow the commander and wait there. Or if you are early, especially when it's a big event, I usually kind of read up on the event on the official wiki. It's wiki.guildwars2.com. And then look it up like, oh wait, world boss stuff, what? And kind of look into the flow of events and what I'm supposed to do. Of course, I can understand that some people don't want to do that. They just want to go with the flow and explore, and that's perfectly fine. But pre-events, you know, it always kind of slightly breaks my heart to see people like, oh, a world boss event on my tag, and then there are always these heroes that are doing the pre-events, and like, if we're not doing the pre-events, there's no Shadow Behemoths or other boss. But yeah, overall, at this point, there will always be someone doing a pre-event, and as you can see on the map, there are like these swords on the mini-map, maybe even on the regular map, yeah. And those are the other locations of the pre-events. But it seems we have enough heroes at the other locations, so let's rush back. And there's a timer. The time remaining to draw out the Shadow Behemoth. That's a timer for the pre-events and also these portals. Oh, sorry. That's what I mean. Like, oh, yeah, my fingers always touch the. Well, maybe I should kind of remap that button maybe so that my pinky doesn't touch the button all the time. Okay. Let's move on. Okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I hope that I won't move my camera around too fast and that people are not getting nauseous. There he is. Yeah. Like, what? Also, that's kind of tricky here. As you can see, we're standing in the swamp, but there's also a lot of this red stuff. Like these circles of death, and especially when you're so focused and kind of like, oh my, that looks really cool. You're not really looking at the ground, and then you're slowly actually standing in a pool of death and decay, and yeah. So I'm always very thankful for engineers who use like these turrets and healing turrets and stuff, because before you know it, your health can take like a hit. Just a little more. Yes, unlock portals, so let's refocus on that. Oh. Ground is always so tricky here, you know? Just when you're thinking like, oh, things are going pretty good, you'll get such a hit. yeah, that was rough. As you can see, a lot of people were downed at this part. Heal some friends. Oh, and we need to refocus on the portals. Use advance to speed up. Let's run a little faster. As mentioned, we already completed the heart. Wow, that's kind of got hit hard, right? A lot of people are downed. That's kind of shocking.
I feel so vulnerable.
Okay, we need to be careful now.
Activating heart light emitter.
My health is a bit low. Currently, my healing skills are on cooldown. It's already going up. My health is already going up. So let's help out this person. As you can see a lot of red, but you can't really see it correctly. And a lot of people are really like not seeing it and standing there. So, as you can see, this is someone with 450 mastery points, which means that character is already level 80. But because of the downscaling, or maybe I wouldn't necessarily say it's a skill issue, or maybe the person is trying out a new profession, and then, of course, at level 80 your mastery level will also carry over, so it's not like a high mastery level is not necessarily a sign that someone is really good at the game. But even so, that person got down. I hear a lot of people get down here as well. But we made it! So, it's still a bit tricky, even if you have a very high mastery level and are already level 80, you can still get downed at the first world boss in Queensdale. Okay, so, that booster is so amazingly strong because we're already at actually at level 21. We actually leveled 2 levels while doing the world boss and also completing the heart. So the Shadow Behemoth is gone, and now we can take a little breather in the swamps and see what our level rewards are. So we, again, plus 10 primary attributes. Personal Story Chapter 2 has been unlocked. And we can use rings, we can also do jumping puzzles, and we can select which ring we would like to use. In this case, I will add a little toughness by picking a ring. Let's open the other rewards as well, and then take a look at our inventory and our gear and equipment. Level 21 rewards, so we have plus 6 hero points, specializations and traits. Yes. And then upcoming level rewards, plus 6 hero points at level 23. We can use amulets at level 24. The personal story chapter at level 30, and our elite skills will be unlocked at 31. And that means we'll get our full skill bar, because at 0 there is a spot for our elite skill that we can unlock that at level 31. So let's take a look at our hero, and of course, let's see, equipment first. Let's see if we can already move some things around. I think we can actually do that because... Nope. Nope. Oh, the hammer, no. Oh, our shoulders. Didn't even equip it while fighting the Shadow Behemoth. And, of course, new legs. Yes. I would like the soul bind. Let's also change our coat. We can use the shield as a guardian, but I will be sticking to my great sword, scepter, and focus setup. We could also use a pistol if you have the mastery to. Well, if you've unlocked the, I think it was Secrets of the Obscure. You can use the pistol on your guardian. But for now, let's just stick here with our setup. And we found a better scepter, always good. And of course, a ring. So I added a ring that adds toughness. And toughness, let's see, it increases my armor. So when we're in our hero panel, you can also see that we're already level 21. But our effective level is level 16. So all the pinkish color is that we're currently, we're actually, if we are in a regular area or level higher than 21, our armor, our toughness is actually 165, but because our effective level is now 16, it's 143. So here you can always see what the effect of being down leveled is. Or adjusted. Yeah, let's take a look at... Oh, we also have, of course, the training because we have a specialization. It's quite shocking that we're so fast. Let's see. Okay, so we have Zeal. Zeal utilizes the power of symbols and spirit weapons to punish your enemies. It strengthens the power of your justice virtue as well as your ability to apply vulnerability to foes. Sounds great. Radiance improves your ability to burn and blind your foes, as well as improving your critical hit capability. It grants bonuses while you are under the effects of retaliation and strengthens the effects of your signets. Valor focuses heavily on blocking and meditation-based abilities, relying on Aegis and various boon enhancements, block attacks and and protect your allies enduring any onslaught that your foes may present. Honor improves your ability to assist allies through healing, cleansing, and revival. Many of its abilities affect multiple allies at once and have large areas of effect. Sounds great. Virtues. A guardian's virtue improves the effects of their justice, resolve, and courage-based skills, granting them additional effects and bonuses. So when picking your first specialization, it's always good to note that at this point, if we go to our build tab, we can actually only equip one specialization. So even though you might think, hey, I like virtues, I like radiance, I like zeal, at this point you can only equip one. So don't spend your points in multiple specializations at this time. For now, focus, pick one and focus on that one. So if we take a look at, what I'm currently enjoy using, that's of course, I see here a sigil skill, I also have a shout skill, I have a spirit weapon, I like to use my scepter and my focus, does a bit of damage, of course I still have change of light doing vulnerability stuff, and on my great sword, yeah, that's just hitting hard. I don't really have a weapon Yeah, well, maybe my profession skill that says burn foes every few seconds, but these are my virtues. I don't really have a weapon that burns foes. I'm also not really a healer at this point in time. I am interested in being able to heal myself, but I'm not really a support guardian at this time or something. So I don't really... I'm not gonna pick honor at this point, you know, because I'm not really assisting my allies through healing. I would just want to heal myself. No, so, well, honor is currently not something on my radar. Virtues, well, I like the virtue skill, so I can always take a look at that. First one is apply boons to allies when activated. Deal increased strike damage for each boon on you. And unscathed contender, strike damage is dealt is increased while you have Aegis. And Aegis is also, yeah, we get that with when we choose when we activate advance. So that's something an interesting effect that works good with this, with unscathed contender. Gain resolution in Aegis when disabled. That's actually also quite nice. Aegis is incoming condition damage decreased by 33%, and Aegis block the next incoming attack. That's great. Sometimes when you're learning the game and you're not really good at, for example, reading enemy moves, or you get disabled, you get knocked back, you get stunned, dazed, float, taunted, launched, or something, it can get a little bit frustrating, right? Because you're just trying it out and then you're just blocked and stuff, and it gets like, what is happening here? So if that happens to you, you probably want something that kind of counter it, or at least, you know, helps you out. So that would be something to choose as well, resolute subconscious. But of course, is there anything else we might, you know, blocking? I'm not, well, we've took a look at blocking, but I'm not someone that actively enjoys blocking and stuff. I just like to do damage, run away, and do damage from a safe distance, and hopefully have a lot of boons or something. So, okay. Maybe Radiance? Let's see, Inner Fury. Oh, let's see. Oh yeah, the ability to burn and blind your foes. My greatsword has a blind skill, but I'm not sure. It's not something I would like to choose for my first specialization at this point. Okay, so let's see. Lesser symbol of resolution. Zero mystic symbol into the target area, damaging foes and grants resolution to allies. And what's this? Aegis grant boons when it ends, which is also quite nice because you get fury. Burning foes, or let's see. I do use a scepter. Gain might and symbols, because I do have symbols in both my scepter skill and yeah. Okay, let's go for Zeal Train. And let's see, we have 18 hero points, so let's see how far we'll get. We can first go back to the build tab, Zeal, and then we only have like the lesser symbol of resolution, but can we get towards symbolic exposure with our points? Let's see. Yes, that's 13. Let's just see how far we can get. 18. So in this case, you know, don't wait until you have fully unlocked this specialization. It's a little different when you choose an elite specialization, because in that case I would advise you to save up all your hero points and fully unlock it, because then you have immediately access to the full elite specialization and all the awesome extras and things. But when it comes to specializations like the regular ones, you don't have to wait. You can already unlock it as far as possible, because while leveling up in the world, it will totally help. And if you do that with an elite specialization, I always feel that if you equip an elite specialization while not fully unlocking it, it kind of feels like you're fighting with one arm, that you're actually not using the full potential of that elite spec. And it might be interesting, but personally, I always felt a bit weaker than when you actually have the elite specialization unlocked. Okay, so first, Lesser Symbol of Resolution is always active, and now we have to kind of check which additional one. So gain might when your virtual skill 1 passive effect triggers. Gain more might while wielding a scepter. Or Aegis grants boons when it ends, because I usually use advance quite a lot during. And one is you and your allies burn foes every few seconds. Well, let's just pick this one. And then we only have Furious Focus in the next one. That's selectable. So let's go for that one. Okay. So that's equipped. Let's jump to a different map at a later time. In the specializations, we already focused on that. So let's take a quick look. If we want to fully unlock this specialization, we still need 40 hero points. Oh dear. Well, that's not our focus for today, but it's good to know. Let's look at the map, because we still have a tiny bit of Queensdale left. We're currently at 65% map completion. So even though we've hit like level 21, we can already go back to Divinity's Reach and start our personal story. I'll continue with our map completion. We're almost there, and let's just grab some additional levels while exploring. So I don't really have to do, these shades, I don't have to do them. I need to kill them. But we don't have to do that anymore, because while fighting the Shadow Behemoth, we actually completed the heart as well here in the swamps. So now I set another personal waypoint, and let's head over to the next area that we've not yet discovered. So if you want to know how many, how long you still have for a booster, so we still have like 56 minutes left on the booster. So this heart is the fall. The Fall of Falcon Company is our next story chapter. But here we have to unite the Etins. Help Krog by uniting the Etins and battling Centaurs. So first, let's see if we can. The heart is still active here, yeah. Sometimes when you go too far away from a heart, it like killing enemies and things doesn't really count for your heart progress, which is a shame, because you probably worked hard for everything. Okay, great. Nice. Oh, there's just one other veteran. Great. Area looks clean. So let's commune with this place of power. The voices of the innocents butchered here in grisly centaur rituals call out from the very ground once made crimson by their slaughter. Whoosh! Sounds kinda creepy. Done. Okay. Strong. Yeah. So what just happened now is I put a symbol on the ground, but this player actually used his greatsword skill, he's a mesmer, to push away the enemy. And that's something, you know, because we're not really playing together, we're not communicating, we're not like in a Discord or anything. But if you're playing together with other players, especially in maybe a larger event or a group event, I would totally refrain from skills that push your enemy out of potential circle or out of a potential symbol on the ground, or just when they're nice grouped up or anything. Don't use your push skill, because it will waste, for example in this case, a symbol if the enemy is outside of that area. And of course, you know, if you're playing alone, sometimes an enemy comes very close to you and you're like, okay, my health is low, I want him out of the way, and I use a greatsword 4 or 5 or something, and when you're a mesmer, and then it pushes away the enemy. But I think, especially when you're playing with other players, you can just trust that you can take that enemy down. Unless it's going really awful. But yeah, that's usually when the other players around you are all dying and stuff, and then you could, you know, push enemies out of the way. But if you're playing with other players, just use that as an emergency button or something, and don't worry about it. You usually prefer, even if you have like all these enemies, to have them grouped up together, nice, huddled up, and then you can take them down in a nice swoop of attacks. So yeah. So we also completed this heart. Nice. So I'm currently, you know, when we first went through Queensdale, like the Shamer village part, we checked in with every merchant, every heart vendor, and to of course clean up our inventory. But now that we have way more inventory space, as you can see here,
Half the words out of every sentence.
it's not a good idea to have it like fully filled up, but for now we can just really focus on exploring, and we don't really have to sell everything every time we complete a Renown Heart or anything. We can just have fun and move through the world. So, notice I've reached my personal waypoint, so let's see where we can go. Yeah. So there's actually a jumping puzzle in this area. I have to admit, I'm really not good in jumping puzzles, so I won't be showing you guys. But as you can see, I was auto kicked off my mount. Let's clean up the Centaurs here, so we can kind of dive into the bushes. Oh dear, it's quite crowded here, isn't it? Just leave me alone. Okay. Isn't it here somewhere? I thought it was here. Wasn't it here? Anyway. Maybe, am I mistaken? I usually skip this jumping puzzle, to be very honest, because I'm not really good at jumping puzzles. But yeah, oh yes, here it is. So here's an area, and here's a jumping puzzle, and what happens is that, let's see how far we can get. Maybe we can actually just simply do it. Oh, here, Kitterin, tell me. Why did I come here? I hate heights. This is the absolute worst place for me to have gone. Okay. Don't underestimate yourself. I'm sure you can make it if you try. The world doesn't wait on us. If you want it, you need to go for it. Or a jump like that, a baby could do it. You're not a baby, are you? No, that's not something I would say. I would, yeah, just don't underestimate yourself. I'm sure you can make it if you try. You really think so? I guess I could give it a shot. I mean, I did come all the way right here. Yup.
Okay, this time
Oh.
I can do it.
Okay.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh dear. Good luck. Well, will she actually do it?
Whew, whoa, that's a long way down. No, I can do this. I'm big, brave, strong. That's right.
Yep. Yeah, same feeling. I'm guessing she's not gonna go. No.
Ready?
Oh.
Set, go. No.
So actually, I'm afraid of heights as well, and yeah, I get vertigo. Even just standing on a small chair or a small stool ladder thing. So yeah, I also get very dizzy when it comes to heights, and I think a lot of people don't really, if you are climbing something, even if it's a tall building, but I think it's like the wind that does it for me. I remember going to France and to Paris, and there's the Sacré-Cœur, and you could jump. No, it's not a game. We're not in Assassin's Creed. You could actually climb the Sacré-Cœur and go to the dome. And at first, you just have steps in this small tower, and that went perfectly fine. But then we had to, cross over, and it was quite high on a wall, and the wind was blowing, and the stones felt really slippery. And I thought, it wasn't really a good idea. I really felt, getting dizzy and stuff. So yeah, that was a good idea. So I can totally understand where she's coming from, and that it's not a fun place to be. Let's see. Oh my gosh, have we actually started doing this jumping puzzle? No. Okay, we've reached level 22. We get more an increase in our primary attributes and combat combinations. Create combos with other players' skills in combats. Oh, that's really cool. Like some skills, like an elementalist flame wall, create fields that cause projectiles shot through them to deal additional burning damage. Check your skills to see your combo fields and combo finishes. So yeah, that's really nice. And our upcoming level rewards at level 23 are +6 hero points, 24 we can use amulets, and 30 the personal story chapter, and yes, level 31 elite skills. Now that would be something, right? If we were doing the map completion and actually hit level 31, our original aim was like 20, but yeah, that's the power of boosters. Are we actually doing this? I'm not sure if that's a good idea, especially since I'm so bad at jumping puzzles. And I'm not even sure if we are actually going the right way. Well, let's just see how far we'll get, okay? And then if it doesn't work, can we loot? Yes, nice. And if it doesn't work, then yeah, it doesn't. So I'm actually here at the end. So to be very honest, what I usually do, especially when it says like, oh, hello. So especially when there's a jumping puzzle for the Wizard's Tower and you need to do that as an achievement, I usually look at the looking for group tool and check if there is a squad, so we can should I expose the secret? No. Yeah, so I usually go to oh no. We found ourselves in a cave with spiders. Lost. Totally lost. No. We can do this. Where am I actually walking away right here? Oh my gosh. Like, this is why I don't go into dark caves, usually. Because I get lost and I don't know where to go. Oh dear, dear, oh dear. Wait, that's the entrance. Well, yeah, let's just get back. I'll do this in the future sometime. No, okay, well, wait. Maybe, was it down or is it up? I'm so lost and confused. So no, let's just run out and do that next time, because no. So what I usually do is actually, let's see, oh yeah, when you go to contacts and looking for group, oh dear. I've made it very difficult for myself. Running through centaurs like a chicken without a head. Oh dear. Oh. So sometimes, as a Wizard's Vault objective, you'll there it says like, oh, do this jumping puzzle, and then it's like, that's the jumping puzzle I don't quite like doing, or I've already attempted once and once was enough. I usually go to Y and then looking for group, and especially in Central Tyria is the first tab, and then squads, and then you'll have, for example, you have the Faucet's bounty jumping puzzle, or the Kutler's Cove jumping puzzle thing. Well, you can always check if there is a group or a commander parked at the end of the jumping puzzle, and then you can join the group, and press like with your mouse right click, and sometimes if you are already in the same map you can go there by right clicking and, well, go to the same map. But now you can go like to teleport to friend, and then teleport to it's the same day. That's the commander in that squad, who is probably parked at the end of the jumping puzzle to reach there, and complete the achievement or the daily wizard activity, or the daily Wizard's Vault activity. It saves a lot of time and a lot of headaches, especially when you're not really super good in jumping puzzles like me. And of course, you know, feel free to try them. It's a lot of fun, and especially when you're doing the jumping puzzle yourself and you're actually getting to the end yourself, and you're like, wow, I never expected that this could happen. Then it's very fulfilling. Actually, it's actually quite nice. But if you are someone who is like, okay, I tried it once before, I'm not going to do this again. There's no harm in just waypointing to a commander who is parked at the end of a jumping puzzle. And you can always tip a commander, say thanks, maybe give that person a bit of gold, or yeah. So we've reached the next area, where a camp full of centaurs, and we need to kill centaurs and harass their camps. Okay, let's go. Let's also free some slaves, and also really destroy all the supplies, possible weapon racks if there are weapon racks here.
Strong.
Okay. Yes, you're free. Okay. See. Up. Another slave. You're free, let's go. She's just afraid.
Welcome.
Okay, almost done. Ah, let's get this one. The chieftain. Yes, nice. Okay, nice. Oh wait. Nice. So that heart is done as well. Okay, let's head over to the north here, and then kind of let's see. Yeah, discover this area. So what I wanted to do is head north, and I'll get this waypoint. Go here, go to Lake Eldvin. And then circle back here. Okay, let's go. What is also a good thing to know is that even, you know, like, you don't really have to do map completion immediately. If you want to go into the world or explore further, you can always do that, you know, or maybe, yeah. If you go to the world map, you can see the areas and their recommended levels. You can always go there if you are a lower level. It can make things a bit more like a challenge. For example, we're now level, let's see, 22, which of course, you know, Queensdale is for level 1 to 15. Of course, we can stay here, then we're kind of adjusted to the levels in this area. But I can always go here and under this area and explore here, explore the Cassex Hills. Or even, if I really want to be very ambitious, I can go here to the Gendaran Fields. So there's a map portal. Well, it's not really a portal, but there's a way through to the other area at the township of Claypool, right here. And also here at the Swamp Lost Haven waypoint. You can use those two entries to go to the Cassex Hills. And then here on the right, there's also just a little bit further, kind of here, I think, there's an entrance to the Gendaran Fields. So if you want to level up, get a bit more of a challenge, you can always go towards a slightly higher level area. Or if you're like, well, you know, I kind of like these starter zones. They're quite chill. I feel really strong. I can kind of mess around with my rotation a bit more, or I'm not really sure which weapon I like to use or continue to use. Just trying things out in a starter zone is always a good idea. You can also always go into a PvP lobby and kind of try things on the golem, but if you just want to hang out in open world and enjoy doing dynamic events and things and have more of a somewhat live situation, if I might say, then doing stuff in a starter zone is always a smart idea. And nowadays, well, it's already implemented for a couple of years, but now you can also move the map and actually go to the starter zones of the other races. So if you are a Sylvari, you'll start your adventure here in the Grove and in Calon Forest, but there's also a little waypoint unlocked. So for example, maybe you've been discovering Queensdale, and maybe you're seeing, like, maybe you don't have a booster, for example, that really speeds up your leveling, and maybe you're like, okay, I've actually done map completion now, but I still didn't hit that level that I wanted. I really want to be level 21, or maybe a level up to level 30 without going into the other zones. I just want to go casual. I want a starter zone. And now you can use the waypoint, the Astoria waypoint, to check out the Caledon Forest, starter area for Silvari, or the Sorendra waypoint, which is the starter area of Metrica province. That also gives you access to the major cities for those races. So Aratasum is the main city hub for Asura, and the Grove is the home for Silvari. Of course, we have other races, such as the Char, and they reside in the Black Citadel, and the Plains of Ashford are, the starter area for Char. So you can use the Smokestack waypoint to go into the Plains of Ashford to level up and discover and also do hearts. You can even cherry pick. Maybe you just want to get a little feel and the ambience of the area and do a couple of dynamic events and just the things that you think are fun. And you can always go to the Black Citadel and explore the city. Or if you are into I didn't pick Norn, but I'm quite interested in where they're from, you can always use the Horncall waypoint and check out the Wayfarer foothills. And explore there and go to the city of the Norn, Holbrack. So that way you can, kind of go where you want and kind of pick and choose from things you want to do. You don't have to do full map completion of the other regions, but you can definitely be an explorer or a wanderer and see the other starter areas as well, especially if you like a more laid-back type of style of leveling up. So let's wrap up Queensdale. We still have a little bit to go, 25%, and we've hit full map completion. As I said before, while we were discovering this Divinity's Reach, you can use your map to help you, guide you a little, to check where there are undiscovered things. So, for example, hearts are highlighted. Oh yeah, and scouts are highlighted as well, so you can talk to scouts to help you out with that. Waypoints, and let's see, as mentioned, this is an area we haven't discovered yet, so it's still kind of like closed up, blurry, so it doesn't highlight possible hearts that are there. This heart, we've probably walked past it, or it's discovered because we've been to Lake Delavan. So it does highlight, but overall we get an advice to, check in with the scouts. Okay, so I'll remove the one thingy. And let's just go north. So we discovered the Beetletun farms. And there's this portal here, and if we go through the portal, you go to the Gendaran fields and actually go to an area with like a higher level area. So let's grab also some herbs while we're at it. Can definitely get some extra XP. So yeah, leveling isn't really an issue in this game. It's even without a booster, leveling goes actually pretty fast. So never worry about that. And of course, just pick activities you would like to do that are fun for you to do while leveling. If you do like just killing these black cows, even though they're yellow and they're not actively attacking you, but if you're like, I just wanna kill some cows, then of course you can do that. But I'm just gonna grab my XP with doing like harvesting lettuce.
Oh, now that's a view.
So we've discovered the Shire of Beetletun, and now when we look at the map, this area is visible, and if we hover over the icons such as the Vista and the Waypoint, they will kind of highlight. Okay. So help the citizens of Beetletun maintain their town. Help Beetletun maintain its prosperous reputation by killing vermin, cleaning graffiti, and helping the carnival. Okay, so let's view the vista. And we leveled up. Okay, nice. So let's check it out. Level 23 rewards, plus 6 hero points, the account vault, and which is like our bank, and then we can share the bank between our multiple characters. At this point we're focusing on Basil the Wanderer, so yeah. And a spear. Of course with Jantier Wilds we can use spears on land as well. But in this phase, if you only play the core game, don't have access to the expansions yet, spear can only be used underwater. So I prefer my trident over a spear, so I'll pick one, but I probably won't equip it. So our upcoming level rewards are at level 24 amulets, 25 hero points, and like again 30 personal story chapter 3 and 31 are elite skills. So yeah. In the meantime, while we're heading towards another hero point challenge, let's clean up some wasp nests. Oh, remove some graffiti. Kill this rat. Oh, and there's a hiding child. Oh dang, you found me. You're not going to tell on me, are you? Don't you have chores to do? Nothing special, I have plenty of time to do them later. You don't look like lazy bones, are you? No, I'm not, I'll get to work. Yes. So, while entering this area, of course, we have the Renown Heart going on, but we've never talked to the little Payton, who is actually the guy with the mission.
Hello.
Hi, have you been to Beetletun before? It's the best city ever built. That's what my dad says, and he helped build it. Okay, you know anywhere I might be needed. Dad says first impressions are really important, so anything you do to help make the city look nice and prosperous would be great. For example, you could kill rats or help the carnival. Graffiti and wasps are sometimes a problem too. Oh, and if you find any of my friends, can you tell them to help out too? Okay. And actually, he knew a lot. Like, you must know a lot about this place. Tell me about it. You bet. It's the biggest city in the region with the best ruler. Lord Codicus keeps this place in tip-top shape. We don't even get attacked like other cities. Safe. I like that. Anything... Oh yeah, well, need doing around here? I already asked. Tell me about Lord Codicus? He's so great that some of the grown-ups say he should be king. He's the guy in the statue behind me. He's not that big in real life, though. Ah, good to know. Oh, wait, that's something. Wait,
Welcome.
and tell me about it. Not attack. That's a nice change of pace. Centaurs are scared of Lord Codicus. He's real rich because of the carnival, so he can pay lots of guards to protect us. Lucky him. Oh, and you mean the carnival in Divinity's Reach? that one, and the one over by the manor gates. Lord Codicus loves fun, so he makes carnivals for us. I've never been to the one in Divinity's Reach. Aw, poor kid. No? Yeah, you'd like it. So, is there anything I can do to help around here? Yeah, and then I need to clean up the wasps and graffiti and get the kids. Oh!
He doesn't have a dog, idiot.
Hiding child.
Yeah?
You need to do chores.
Beating up a
I did them already, honest. If everyone pitches in, they'll be done in no time. Wait. Clean it up. Oh. Ugh. Oh yeah. They're probably so...
No Minister Codicus. I've been to his mansion.
I went to his mansion, and I ate his food.
Okay, guys. So, interesting tidbit, huh? So Lord Codicus is the ruler here, kind of, sorta, and he's very popular. He has like carnivals and stuff, and a nice house, and some people are saying that he should be king. I guess. I mean, that's Queen Jenna, right? So, yeah, nice statue. Lord Joshua, tell me about it. Hello, I'm Lord Joshua. What can I do for you? So, what do you do here? I'm on the Municipal Council, chairman of the Arts Committee. I'm a sculptor. In fact, this statue of Lord Beetletun is my work. It's exquisite. Thanks. It came to me naturally. Minister Codicus has been such an inspiration to me. It was an honor to capture his glory. You respect the minister a great deal, then? Who wouldn't? Just look at this place. From the exterior farms all the way to his palatial estate, everything is magnificent, all due to his leadership. Well, he does sound terrific, right? Sweet. Hey, there's Sergeant Walters. We saw her in like the defending Shaymore mission at the start of the tutorial mission. Wow, look here, it's the hero Shaymore. Welcome to Beetletun. Wow, yeah, you were as much a hero as I was, though. Thanks for the compliment, but I was just doing my job. You were the one who rushed out to help Captain Thackeray end the battle. I did what I had to. Were you okay after the attack? I was exhausted, but Lord Beetletun was impressed by how I handled myself. He got me reassigned here. That's great. How do you like this assignment? It's different. In Shamer, I was a big fish in a little pond. Now I have to struggle to stand out. I suppose it'll help my career, though. Well, best of luck to you, Sergeant Walters. Oh, yeah. We've been totally talking to everyone, but we still need to clean it up here. And maybe get some kids to do their chores as well. So the cats are already, like, not interested in hunting rats. So, another hiding child. I'm invisible! I'm invisible. Well, I can still see you. Ah, script. I need to work harder on that spell. Work harder on your chores. It's good training. Okay, so one more little thing and then we're done with the heart. Oh, yeah, that's the funny thing. Sometimes, you know, we see graffiti on the wall, but sometimes we can't really see it, but still get the erase option. So let's erase it. Yes. Also, it used to be a time we already saw like down penalty after, you know, being downed. I showed that off in the Exploring Shaymore video part. But there was a time that when you were defeated, your armor would also break down. And you had to also spend a little coin to repair your armor, which is actually, you know, not that weird. But from what I understand, ArenaNet thought like the down penalty is actually already a bit of a punishment. Because, well, maybe in starter area it isn't that much, but what, if you're in a very intense battle and you get down penalty, and then you get these cycles of rallying and then going down again and rallying and down again, and then you have so much down penalty on yourself that it's almost impossible to, you know, survive the whole event. And then if on top of that your armor is also destroyed, it can be a lot for some, you know. I don't think it's that strange that your armor is totally busted and then you have to kind of repair your armor. But they've decided to actually take that out of the game, so you only have to deal with a down penalty, but you no longer have to repair your armor. So instead of erasing all these guys who could, fix your armor, they now actually give a reinforced armor buff.
Everything you need.
So you can also, if it's like a person, you can also sell a few things, and you can also just simply pick Great Fix Me Up, and then you get a bonus that says Reinforced Armor, Increased Health and Defense, and that's for 12 hours. So in a starter area, it might not make a big difference. Maybe even later on, also not that much, because you'll probably be using a different buffs, like food buffs or other stuff. But if you're just, in the area, you see like this anvil icon, you can always just grab the buff, because it's not that hard to refresh.
We didn't make. Seriously. I want to build something new with my own hands.
Okay.
I just can't figure out how the Char machines such high-quality parts.
I have no idea. Can we finish our job now?
Step right up, carnival goers. Test your strength against mine and win a prize.
Okay.
Hello?
Are you strong of body or weak of will? Best me in a contest of strength and win a prize. Okay. Yeah, he kind of hits hard, but that's why I like my scepter. Yes, done. So our goal is, of course, to save up our hero points and then complete our first specialization so we can pick all the nice options. But for now, we definitely don't have enough hero points yet. So we still have this little area to discover, and yeah. So we finished the heart here in Beetletun. So let's just move on. So when we were at the township of Claypool, I already mentioned about when we tried to do, train with the militia, that there were some activities there that kind of help you with basic battle or fight skills, like holding certain actions, like not responding when you think you should do it, or picking the right moment to attack when someone dropped her defense or her stance and there was an opening to attack. And then of course we had the guy with the shield stuff, so that you activate your defense skill at the correct time. In this case, it's about pulling your enemy. So here's the crab cage, and you think, hey, let's see, where are the tasty little crabs? You can't actually kill these because it's a hard-shelled crab, and you can try, but it won't die. So what we need to do actually is lure the little crab towards, capture it. And I don't know. I don't know if it's because it's so long ago, or that when you're higher level that it doesn't really matter that much anymore. But I remember from the original Guild Wars game, that was a game that I played solo as well. Of course, you had henchmen and people you could hire, or so that you weren't fully alone. But I remember it being way more important that if you had a really like a group of enemies, to kind of kite them and just pull one off a group, and not aggro or angry the full mob, but just lure one enemy away from the mob and then take them down one by one. And when I think about it, that's not something that actually I haven't done that for a while here in Guild Wars 2. I don't think I've actually needed to do that. Only here, which is actually quite sad when I think about it. But no, nowadays I think maybe because, you know, if you're already level 80, you've got mounts, you've got a very interesting way to combo your skills also with other players, and it's kind of preferred to group them all together and then like finish them off. But yeah, like this type of thing about luring an enemy from and kind of make it follow you to a quiet spot so that you can strike. No, I don't think that actually is something that I've done in Guild Wars 2 for ages. But it's interesting. I think it's nice that they added it here. And maybe there are other encounters where it's still important. But to be very honest, I haven't done that in a while. But for now, I think it's interesting that they put it in here, you know, that you need to kind of lure these crabs and into the cage. Yes. Okay. So we've completed the heart. Nice. Oh. Let's open up the map and discover this dam. Then I think there's still 1 or 2 more hearts to go. I think 2. Oh, nice. I think someone forgot that this is actually a quest. Because the boar is still alive and it looks quite abandoned. That's sad. Yes, so let's help up Emmy. So this quest is a quest.
Fearsome death howl from a fearsome foe.
The
likes of such has never been seen.
Whatever. It was big, now it's dead.
Show some respect.
Yeah,
Collect the
Emmy?
head.
Yes.
Lord Beetlestone must have his newest trophy.
So Lodge Master Carthage and Emmy, they actually let's see. Let's head there and not get distracted. They actually stand here inside of the hunting lodge. They talk about, you know, they're just standing here chilling. But when the quest is open, or you can pick it up, or you can activate it, there's actually a quest marker above the head of the Lodge Master. But you can't see it from the outside, and it's also not visible on the map. So you actually need to go inside to see if the quest is active. And then you can talk to him, and then he says, oh, come with me. And then, even then, when you walk with the Emmy and Carthage, they don't have a quest master, a quest marker above their head. So you're like walking here, and sometimes when you don't know, and you're like, okay, these are just NPCs walking, and they don't do anything. And then you might get confused and think there's no quest going on. But actually, what they do is they head towards the hill over there and kill a couple of boars along the way. And then that big veteran boar spawns. It's a veteran now, but it used to be a champion. So it used to be part of the champion train here in Queensdale. So you had, I think, the champion boar, and there was also let's see. Oh, you know, the oakheart that was like the rotting oakheart, that was a champion as well. You had, I think, was it the troll or the bandit that was also a champion. And there was also a champion spider over here. Might forget a spider, a champion somewhere else, but those were like the champions that people would do in a certain order. And of course, you know, sometimes a player or a group of players would attack the champion outside of its like the order everyone had agreed upon, and it would be like, oh, somebody is killing boar, and like, please stop, we're not at boar yet, you know. So that was, yeah, I kind of, yeah, I miss those days when a lot of people were just waiting here, and then you would shout, yeah, boar pre is up, and then people would come here, and we would wait until the boar spawned, and we would kill it. And of course, well, later, with the expansions, it would be a bit silly to have some champions here. Well, there is, like, you've got these bandits now. You can kill those. But a long time ago, there were the champion boar, and we would stand here on the hill and kind of wait for the boar to spawn, and get a bit irritated when people would start in the wrong order. But yeah, that's a long time ago, and I do miss those days. But yeah, we now have all these cool expansions and other activities, so that's okay. So let's kill some boar. And again, you know, if you're here in this area, always check inside if you can start the event. There's no real achievement or something. There's no hidden achievement, but just for nostalgic reasons, I always check if that quest is up. Okay. Oh dear. Oh, yeah, and there's also sometimes a wasp, a queen wasp, spawning here. She's the veteran now as well, but I think that was a champion in the past. Well, yeah, it's still tricky, I have to admit. You know, it's not some, you know, it's still tricky enemies, these veterans that you know, back in the day were champions. But okay. Level 24 rewards. So our primary attributes are increased. We can use amulets, and we can also pick one as a reward, and a wallet. So the wallet is the place where all your earned currencies will be listed and tracked. Open your inventory panel and click on the wallet to view them. Oh yes, so we press I for inventory and at left wallet, and then we see all the little currency stuff. For now, at this phase, it's not really important to look at it, actually. Just continue to play and you'll save up your currency automatically. So let's see, we can pick a carrion amulet for plus 20 condition damage, a mighty amulet for power or toughness. Let's just go for power. And our upcoming level rewards are at level 25, the hero points, personal storage up to 3 at 30, the elite skills at 31, and we, yes, get rare equipment at 39. So those are the yellow colored pieces of equipment, and those of course are, again, better quality with better stats that we can use. So let's close and also check out the heart reward, and yeah. So I think we now actually just have one heart to go. Let's check M. Wait, 2 hearts? Is that for real? Ah, yes, of course. I know. Yeah, we're going to end up here somewhere for our final heart. So now let's just help out, yeah, Laborer Cardy and Ojon's lumbermill. And we have one Vista as well. And wow, I actually have a lot of points of interest that we haven't found. Oh dear. Oh, there's also one over there. Oh, but that's okay. We can go there. And there as well. Okay, we've got this. No worries. So we need to kill some wasps. Let's help this poor woodcutter.
Advance. Advance.
And also kill Scrit. Oh, the poor dude. Slim, what you doing? Seems Slim and Shaylee were abandoned. So this is actually a quest that is part of a quest chain. There are very handy tools here at the lumber mill. And of course Squid like shiny things. So they attack the lumber mill to steal those things. Wait, oh, did we forget? I think we forgot to... Oh no, now we don't have Mick to assist. I guess I forgot to jump maps. So now you see what happens when you forget to jump maps. Even though we are here in the same location, the quest is not up. But there's a very interesting event chain here usually. So the mill has some interesting tools. Squid love those tools and they really want to steal them. If you fend off the attack, Slim and his friend think, you know, we should really stop those Squid and we're gonna bomb the place. So I was just trying to, guard those two inside this little cave. And actually they will install the bomb and then we have to run off and the bomb will do its work. And that will keep... Oh, as you can see, this is the result of the bomb. It will, keep the Squid busy and not really able to come out to steal the lumber mill tools anymore. Poor Squid, you know, like, poor, but... Yeah, and, well... Of course, it's also able that you're, fail to defend your tools and the Squid actually steal all of them. Then you have to go in and actually steal them back. And again, stop all those Squid.
Strong.
Okay, so let's kill some wasps. Yes, we're done. And then let's take a look at M to be very, smart about it. Yes. So I think 1 more vista and 5 points of interest, which is quite a lot actually. So let's see, 1, 2, 3. Is there anything here? No. In this corner? No, not. Yeah, that one. Okay. So let's use a little waypoint. So we're closer to that point of interest we've missed. And here you see another, doorway, way through. It's not, I don't think you could say it's a portal, right? But it's a, you can, go towards Kessex Hills via this entrance or via this passageway. So let's grab our raptor and then. So as you can see, even if you just have your raptor, moving around is so nice, It goes definitely a lot faster. And sometimes if you don't want to be, confronted with enemies, you can just jump past them. And here is the point of interest. Yes. Bone Grinder's Gully. Okay, so now we'll move towards the final areas of Queensdale. Truly almost done. I'll just jump past all these enemies. No more waffling. Okay. Crichton freeholds discovered. So these centaurs are again quite active, attacking everything here. Always feels a bit bad, right? If you just jump past like a dynamic event, fighting is going on, but you know, we'll be fighting centaurs a lot, so we don't have to go into that now. So I've just removed my personal waypoint because we're actually really close to where we need to be to wrap up the map completion of Queensdale. Okay. Yeah. There's a waypoint. And there's the keep the monastery operational. Fight centaurs, recover stolen ale, protect the monastery, clear grubs from the fields, and taste test new ale. So let's grab. Oh! Yeah, then. Ruthie. Picked up the keg, and then we can give it back to Sister Liz.
Hi, my friend.
Thieving bandits, always trying to take what's not theirs. If we lose too much of our stock, it could mean serious trouble for the monastery. I believe this belongs to you. Is that one of the stolen brew barrels? You're such a sweetheart. Thanks. Yes. Greetings, friend. Have you come to enjoy a glass of our famous beer? Or perhaps you're interested in the Eldvin Monastery Brew of the Month Club? Let's just go for browsing your stock. Oh, Brew of the Month. That's cool. No. Let's just let's. Oh, they. No. No. I'm not gonna buy beer now. But
until next time.
Cormier is watching over you.
Yes, that's what I was looking for. A free sample, okay? I've just finished the latest batch of our new lighter brew, Monastery Light. I think it's going to be a big hit. Would you care to try some? I would. Here you go. So what did you think? I think this will be a big hit. Really? Thanks. I spent a lot of time getting the taste just right. I'll let the other brewmasters know that this is ready to ship. Yes. Great. Okay. So we got a free sample. Always better than paying. No, it's okay. So to be very honest, I sometimes this heart is sometimes really hard to complete, especially when there's no other events going on and it's busy, because you've got the grub tails. And those die quite fast. And then you'll think, okay, well, I've tasted the brew, and are there actually... Yeah, there aren't very much like crop tails. Sometimes the monastery gets attacked by... by centaurs, and then of course by killing those centaurs during that event, you'll be able to, progress your heart. But unfortunately, you can't always that event is currently not up. So we need to find other ways to kind of, I think I noticed that some other players have noticed that as well. And that's actually by killing centaurs here. Oh no, people are killing centaurs. Please, we need these centaurs as well. So yeah, definitely rough. So yeah, then we need to kind of wait for those centaurs to respawn, and there are some hungry players around here as well. So let's just hope we can get a kill in. And these are the moments that it can, there's no kill stealing in Guild Wars 2. When you both or with multiple people kill an enemy, you both get a reward, or you'll also get a reward. But you can, of course, kill an enemy faster than another player. Or in this case, the two players were much faster and killed all the centaurs in this area. So I'm not able to kill them. And that's, if you would say, if there is there some form of kill stealing happening, then that's a form, I think, that some players are able to kill enemies faster than you are, and then you're unable to do that. So that sucks. Yeah, I think that's the only thing that can suck. So what sometimes happens is when you are doing a big meta event, for example, Dragonfall, that's something in Living World Season 4. I won't spoil it too much, but there's usually a lot of activity on the map, and there's usually a commander that leads your full squad of 50 people over the map doing activities, killing enemies. There are usually a lot of champions that you need to kill, and they will usually, because there's a very big group going on, they will usually ask players to just, tag it. So you just use your one skill, your basic attack, tag it once or twice, and then let other people in the group hit the enemy as well, so that everybody gets a bit of damage in, or a bit, and it will count towards your, that you've also helped out, and everybody can get their reward. So that's a way to kind of make sure everyone gets their participation in, and not kill steal by killing an enemy way too fast, so that other players in your squad of 50 people are unable to do so. So sometimes they say, first ones just tag, just so you just hit it once or twice, and then you move on, and the players that are on the tail of the squad, of the group, they kill the champion. So it's kind of quiet. So let's just head back inside and see if there are, if the worms, of the grubs have respawned. So usually when the ale is ready for transport, then there are more NPCs here, and centaurs will attack this place to try to steal the ale. There are again 2 states that you can
strong.
So this is also a trick. When you are with other players, you can kind of follow them, and on that way you can actually, wait for them to pull the grub, kill the grub, and then pull the grub again, because they are all kind of spawned for each player. So you can actually get some double kills in. You can do that with, someone Sometimes, other players might get a little stressed. I don't know, might not feel comfortable that you're on the same grub, but it is a way to kind of speed up the process. So that helped. We were able to complete this heart at a monastery and actually get 100% map completion for Queensdale. So this time we get like weapons, another black lion chest key, which is pretty cool, some green wood logs, experience in silver, and we can choose to accept. And we've got another mail. So, the Tyrian's Explorer Society, commendation, salutations, fellow wanderer. I keep hearing reports of your bravery and skill. It's impressive. Your deeds in Shaymore at both the village and the garrison are commendable. You are a credit to the art and craft of cartography. The Tyrian Explorer Society. So that's pretty cool. So let's take a quick look at the map, and we'll see that if we hover over Queensdale, we've got 100% completion. And of course, we reached the original level goal we had of level 21. And we can go back to Divinity's Reach to start the second personal story chapter.